Hi everybody, it's Mr. D at In the Middle with Mr. D1 at blogspot.com with some teaching tips for lesson 25, day 3 of my sight singing program S Cubed, available on Teachers Pay Teachers at Music in the Middle with Mr. D. Alright, so we've been sight singing in 2 parts now for 2 days. This is our 3rd day. Yesterday, my students were successful, if you've watched that teaching video, on their 2-part sight singing, and they were thrilled, and so was I. Now, you may have gotten it the first day, or you may take a few more days than we took to be successful, but you just keep plugging through and helping them learn the recovery strategies and things, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And before I get to that, I want to make sure you've started to identify, if you haven't many months ago, who the strongest singers are, the sight singers, and you should place them on the back row, and you need to place 1 or 2 in the middle and 1 on the front, something like that. It will help everything go well. We want everyone to get better, but we need to strategically place our singers. It helps our repertoire, it helps everything. So today we're going to talk about recovery strategy. So what is a recovery strategy? When they fail in the middle of an exercise, what are some of the things that they can do? And there are so many. You know, finding dough is always good if you know a dough's coming up, because they never lose dough. Just go through everything that you can think of. Then we're going to talk specifically about 2-part recovery strategies. And that's going to be about noticing unison rhythm and unison pitch throughout the exercises. Now, I've custom built my exercises, as I always do, to reinforce these ideas for you. And then we want to encourage them to be competitive with the page and actually, not giving up. It's just like life, and I've said that before in the sight singing. The philosophical approach to this is the same as life. We don't give up. We keep fighting until the end, to be successful. And then when we're not, we don't let it defeat us. We just learn from it, and then we move forward. So the group rhythm exercise is in 3/4, because I'm not doing a lot of 3/4 now. In the next lesson 26, I'm going to put some other time signatures in to keep them in good shape there. But here we want to just bring out those unison rhythms and watch the accents, because you have to keep that 3/4 in good shape. And then the sight singing example today has some difficult intervals in it. Now, in measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I wrote in some unisons that you need to point out to reinforce what we've talked about in the written warm-up, and some more unisons towards the end. Make sure they understand that, because there's an interval in there that's going to be really tricky for the sopranos. There's also going to be, in measure 2, an interval that will be tricky for the altos. So we want to help them when we're letting them do their chaos. Point those things out, continue to guide them and help them. Or you can even let them tell you by now, they should say to you, measure 2 for me if I'm an alto. Let them do that. Let them take ownership more and more as time goes by. So that's what we've got in lesson 25, day 3. I hope it's working for you in your classroom. Have a great day.